Hello, you beautiful people. So, today I'll be talking about the secret to happiness, parentheses, living in Peru. So, for those of you who have been watching me for a bit, I actually recently got approved for my visa to work here not too long ago. I was actually intending on waiting longer. However, my lawyer thought better of it and she applied, and that's what I pay her for. So, anyway, I am a legal visa owner here in Peru, which is amazing. So I did everything above board and we're good to go. But I want to talk a little bit about what are the secrets to happiness here? Why here? Oh, the glare. Why here? What are the secrets to happiness and the benefits and everything? So these are all good questions. So the secret to happiness living in Peru, first and foremost is, and this applies everywhere. Let's say on average, it costs an extra $27 a day to live in Peru. I'm sorry, to live in the US rather than to live in the Peru, or to live in the country you're from rather than live in Peru, which is not a huge number. $27 a day comes out to, it's a little bit more than $750. We're just going to call it $800 a month. So if you're spending an extra $800 a month to be in the United States, over the course of a year, that's going to cost you 10,000 extra dollars. 10,000. $27 a day for 365 days. It's $10,000. So per month, I'm saving in New York right now, where I was living previously. Rent was, I want to say, $2,000 to $2,500 per month. I'm paying $200, so I can double that. So essentially, I am saving about $20,000 a year just on rent. So what does that do for me? Well, it allows me to save. It allows me to take more days off. It allows me to work for myself and not have to make as much money. Or when I do make more money, I can obviously save more money. It also allows me to do the things that I want to do. Like, for example, if I want to go snowboard or sandboard down the dunes outside of Lima, Peru, or if I want to go over to the Amazon jungle because I'm feeling like I want to get some mosquitoes in my life, or I just want to go on some adventures around here, like taking trains and things like that, I have the money to do that. And while in the US, I know my life there, and I was spending money on things I shouldn't because it was just available to me, but I really wasn't spending that much. I was basically spending the bare minimum I possibly could each week just to get by, so that I could save a little bit and keep moving forward. I think I was saving like $100 a month after all of my bills, loans, credit cards, which are fully paid off. But anyway, doesn't matter. Basically, I was saving a lot of money. Plus, there's less temptation here, and the temptations are cheaper. So let alone just the whole rent idea. When it comes to like going and eating out, it cost me like $2.50 instead of $20 to go eat out. If I ate out every day, which I didn't, that's another $800 a month. That's $10,000 more dollars at the end of the year. Don't have access to Starbucks. I got to make the coffee myself. I don't drink coffee, but for those of you that drink coffee, you get the point. Basically, $20,000, $30,000 a year you end up saving staying here. Now, there is a caveat to this. That implies that you have an income that is able to support your lifestyle outside of the country. If you work solely in person, you have no skills online and nothing that is marketable online, you're very quickly going to drop into a situation where you're not going to be able to make your payments, or you're going to have to save up for longer to live here longer. Or, for example, have enough money in the stock market at an 8% interest rate, assuming low interest rates, that you will be fine. So yeah, that's the thing. So that's the first one. The second one is the food here is so much fresher. I feel more clear-minded. My body feels better. My brain feels better. I'm more emotionally balanced for the most part. And for those of you who have watched this channel for a while, you have heard me say that the food here is a bit dangerous. That is true. You have to prepare the food correctly. But given that you prepare the food correctly, the food here is of higher quality. It's just they don't have the same ways. They're not injecting their food full of stuff to keep parasites out. They don't like wash them before they give it to you, and if they do, it's in the water from here, so you have to know how to deal with that. But once you are able to deal with those particular things, the food is on another level. You feel cleaner, you feel better, you feel happier, and all of that jazz. So that's another huge thing. Your body feels cleaner and better. I have less health issues, aside from the rare occasion where I don't watch out for parasites as closely as I should. And I know I'm making this mistake. It's not like I'm caught off guard that I've gotten a parasite. It's like I'm thinking to myself, I'm going to take the risk because this meal looks good and it's street food. And then I get sick 1 out of every 10 to 20 times. So just to kind of calm your mind about that. But being sick isn't fun, but the food is cleaner, more cleanly when sourced. Once you prepare it correctly, it's cleaner and better and just overall so good. The last thing is that I'm going to put in this video is the connection to nature. There is so much nature, as you can see, in the mornings when it's dewy or when it rains. This right here is eucalyptus. So my entire yard smells like eucalyptus. The inside of the house smells like eucalyptus. When I take a shower, there's eucalyptus kind of poking into the window. If I have the window open, it smells like eucalyptus. So there's just this beautiful, clean, natural smell that I experience even when I've got the fire running, even with the cars running by, which I'm sure you hear. But there is so much nature here, like even just behind me here. Oh, I almost freaking died. Even just behind me here, boom, mountains. I can go hike those if I want. Yeah, there are some houses around me, but it's not a huge deal. The houses actually are very quiet here. I never hear them. They never hear us. So at night when the cars aren't going by, it's silent. It's calm. You can hear the wind blowing through the trees. It's just such a nice experience. And that connection to nature is something we lack heavily in a lot of states in the U.S. I'm not going to say overall, because there are some places that are very rooted in nature. I grew up in one. But it boosts your mood. Ever since I was in a different house that was more urban, and once I moved out here, I just feel better. I still have stressors that make me feel uncomfortable sometimes, but overall and generally, I just feel better. There are tons more things I could go into, and if you're interested in hearing those, feel free and click this button right here, and it'll allow us to stay in contact. Otherwise, YouTube knows you super well. If you click this right here, this video, they know what you like. Click it, watch it, you'll love it, and I'll see more of you soon.